start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Baxter. And he's going to be met at the... taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. Garibay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Woodson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There's going to be some contact going on.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Woodson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is a short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Woodson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Baxter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
On 4th down, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running right, Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Presley. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Up the middle they go. Woodson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Carpenter. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw on second down. Presley, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Woodson, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 76 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.